Yes.
This was a reaction.
Yes, my reaction is essentially we await the full text, but the first application by the Senate that no social media post should have been made was in our favor, and there has been directions that that satirical apology should be taken down and an apology be posted in 2 national dailies, and a damages of 5 million naira was also awarded to be paid to the courts. And it was held to be civil contempt as opposed to criminal contempt. So that's why no custodial sentence was given.
Wahala no dey ever finish for Nigeria politics. Just when we thought Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's suspension gist was fading, boom, the Federal High Court in Abuja has dropped a hot judgment that's currently shaking the red chamber. Get ready, because this gist is spicy and dramatic. Now, let us look at the detail. So here is the full story, no filter. Justice Binta Inyako, a no-nonsense judge from the Federal High Court, has ordered the Senate to recall Senator Natasha. Yes, the same Kogi Central Senator that was suspended for 6 months. According to the judge, the suspension was too much and completely excessive. Imagine suspending a senator for 6 months in a year that only has about 181 legislative sitting days. That's like telling her constituents, you people don't deserve representation. Wow. And it didn't end there. The judge even went as far as calling out the Senate's rules and Section 14 of the Legislative Powers Act. She said they were overreaching. In other words, Senate don't carry matter past their power. But wait, Natasha herself not totally clean in this matter. The court fined her 5 million naira for disobeying a court order that warned all parties not to speak publicly on the case. As if that's not enough, she was ordered to apologize to the Senate and publish that apology in 2 national newspapers within 7 days. Omo, this judgment, sweet and bitter at the same time. Now, there's something here. Now, for those who are just joining this political reality show, here is a quick reminder or a quick recap. On March 6, 2025, the Senate suspended Senator Natasha after she accused Senate President Godswill Akpabio of sexual harassment and abuse of office. Following a hot seat fight on the Senate floor, Akpabio denied everything. He said Natasha's allegations were false, and the Senate quickly moved to suspend her. They even dismissed her petition as dead on arrival. But Natasha, being the fighter that she is, refused to back down. She went to court and also slammed a 100 billion naira defamation suit on Akpabio. And let's not forget, this isn't their first clash. Back in July 2024, Akpabio had to publicly apologize to Natasha after making nightclub-related comments that caused serious backlash. These two have been dragging like generator rope. Now, the thing is this. The court has spoken. The court has spoken. The big question now is, will the Senate obey the ruling and bring Natasha back? Or will Akpabio and his camp find another legal twist to this drama? As always, we go to watch. This political saga now full Netflix series on its own. Don't dull yourself. Like, comment, and subscribe to Deco TV for the hottest, freshest, and most entertaining Nigeria gists. They go to keep you glued.
As for the substantive judgment, we will still need to read the full text of the judgment, but it seems the court affirmed that the Senate as an institution has the right to discipline its members, and though members are elected to represent constituencies, they have to behave themselves in line with the Senate standing rules. And the court only gave an opinion an obiter dictum, what we call an obiter dictum, that the Senate should consider recalling her back. Although the reliefs are not stated, there's no question asking for suspension to be lifted because it occurred prior to the suspension. So it was more or less an obiter that she was of the view, my lord was of the view that the suspension was excessive. So we will consult with our clients, we'll read the judgment and we'll get back to you. Most grateful.
Hold on. This morning on the case that's for the court on the contempt, the court made a pronouncement on the contempt and also on the floor of the Senate. So basically just give us what the court has said and how do you react to the judgment?
Well, firstly, speaking to the issue of contempt, the court held that it amounts to civil contempt and that the plaintiff is ordered to pay a fine of 5 million naira, to issue an apology to the court, and to have the said apology also published on the same medium within which the publication that offended the court was done. So basically, she was found guilty or liable of civil contempt. She has been ordered to pay a fine in the sum of 5 million naira, and she has been ordered to render a public apology. That is the submission for the issue of contempt.
Okay, so can you also speak on the suspension from the Senate?
Well, the court has held in a very erudite decision that the Senate has the right to suspend its members. The Senate also has the right. A member can only speak from the allocated seats, and that the derogative as to which seat belongs to any particular member is at the discretion of the Senate President, and no member can speak from a seat not so allocated to him or her.
Very well then. So how do you react to the judgment?
Yeah, we are awaiting the full text of the judgment. When we get the full text of the judgment, we'll react accordingly.
Thank you so much. So please, can we have your full name and who do you represent?
My name is Eko Ejimbieko, and I represented the third defendant,
Who is?
which is the President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.